to my channel. It is your first time of seeing me. My name is Emeka, the Chief Priest, also known as Mazi Chukwemeka. On this channel, I discuss spiritual tips and help people live a spiritual active life. Today, I want to talk about the marine spirits. So many people have been disturbing me to bring up this topic, and that is why I made out time today that I'm going to teach it. So that whenever you're going to the river, you know what you're doing in the river. And I keep saying it, not everybody have a calling. Please, if you don't have a calling, stop being an Adiboroja. Igbo people call them Adiboroja. Adiboroja are people that are fake. We call them quack. We don't need such people in ordinary Igbo spirituality because they're the ones confusing young people. So many young people are looking for direction and purpose in life. But unfortunately, they will end up in the hands of these Adiboroja people. And these Adiboroja people are into occultic practices without even knowing. That's why I say you can see a very young person coming to teach 7 books of Moses, telling you to read 7 books of Moses, teaching you how you can be able to manipulate the universe to make money. You know, some of these teachings are meant for grandmasters. They are not meant for beginners. If you're practicing African spirituality, you must start from bottom to the top. You're not supposed to rush any. The same way when you are starting as a kid, you learn the ropes. You start with kindergarten or crèche or primary, nursery, primary, secondary before you go into tertiary education. You can't just wake up one morning and you just want to start looking for masters or a doctorate degree without going through the other rudimentary section, without going through the other levels, the lower levels. So if you're coming into practicing ordinary spirituality, please learn the ropes, follow it gradual. And if you have a calling, don't be in a hurry to do anything. Don't be in a hurry to go and bring one charm from somewhere to come and see whether it will work for you. Because those things, the people that will make you wealthy are the spiritual forces that called you to do that work. And they are the ones that will be, making things gradually so that you're not going to jump any stage or any level. And each level has a lesson that you're going to learn from it. So that whenever tomorrow, when you become an adult or when you become an elder or an elder statesman, there's something that you can be able to teach the younger one or younger people that are coming into to learn that line that you are into. So we must we must do things the right way. Sometimes people are thinking that when we say marine spirit, that it is only one entity in the river or in the stream, that we are talking about negative marine forces. And that is what religious teachers has been saying so many times. Sometimes you see them saying things like Mami water power, powerless power, all those kind of slogans they use all the time, thinking that everything about the river is negative. But it's so sad that some of these people are still drinking water. They will go to the stream to go and bathe or fetch water for drinking, and that water has not even killed them. Very, very unfortunate. So today I came to talk about the marine spirit, what you should know about marine spirits. The marine spirits are of 2 categories. We have the mild ones, and then we have the hardliners. The hardliners of the marine forces are the ones that are very toxic. They're very hard to please. They're very fast in their delivery. While the ones that are soft, the ones that are soft are following natural method. That's what you see in this life. You see, there are people that are living life the fast lane. There are people that are following life gradually. So that is how God created things. There are people that want things to follow gradual to get to wherever their destination is. While there are people that want it fast, especially this Indomie generation, they want it to zubo. They want it very fast. They are not that patient to wait for it. So that's the same way you see it in the river. Whenever you come to marine forces, they have the soft ones, or the ones that are mild, and then you have the hardcore or the hardliners. Hardliners are the ones we call the occultic people, or the occultic deities or occultic forces. They walk very fast. In fact, if you're going to the river and you're venerating those spirits that are of the second category, you realize that in less than 3 months, you've started seeing millions. And I stand to be corrected. There is no wealthy person that I know. There's no wealthy person that doesn't have any link with a river, with water. But it's not everything they will tell you, because behind the closed scenes, so many things are going on. But there are people that are following the natural method, which is when they're venerating the water deities, those ones that are mild, they follow natural order. Whenever you're venerating them, their blessings come gradually. They're going to connect you. And even if they want to give you something big, they still want to follow that natural method, that whenever the money comes, you'll be able to make good use of the money, and the money will last for you. And you'll be able to sleep well while using the money. Why that of the occultic one is very fast. Those ones, you don't know how the money came. It came very fast, and sometimes it goes very fast, because fast as it came, fast as it goes. And it's very obvious that majority of the churches we have are linked with the hardcore. So many people, some of the members are attending these churches without knowing where these people are getting their powers from. In this life, it's not everything we teach. There are things that we teach that we even want to expose the spiritualists. That is why sometimes when I'm talking, I'm very careful of what to say. Now, as you see those spirits, we have so many spirits in the river. It is not one, it's not two. The same way you have this world here, physical world, you have different people with different characters. So that's the way you see them in the river. Now, how do you attract positive forces? When you go to the river, if you're not a spiritualist, please not go to the river and start ringing bell. I've been warning this. There are people that are given that duty, that they use that bell to summon they use it to summon certain forces or spirits from the river. And based on the kind of connection they have with the river, if their spiritual level is high, they can summon higher entities that are residing in the river. Yes, they can summon higher entities. Now, when they go to the river, there are certain words they're going to say, there are certain rituals they're going to perform, so that they can be able to connect with those forces. And remember, he who much is given, much is expected. So whenever they're going there, they know the risk that they're taking. Just the same way when you are maybe you're operating 3G now or 4G. I think the latest in Africa here is 4G. Now, if you know when you're going 5G, 6G, you know that there's a risk involved. 5G makes it more faster, but then wherever there is a mast that connects that 5G, the people living within that mast area are at the risk of radioactive possession, emission. There are stages, there are ranks. That's what I'm telling you. If you are starting newly, please start gradual. Don't be in a hurry. Some of you people that are reading 7 books of Moses, that are reading this, reading that, carrying one symbol or the other, before you get to that level, you must attain it. And remember, every level that you reach, there's a sacrifice for such level. Because who much is given, much is expected of him or her. So if they're going to give you 100 million, there's a sacrifice for 100 million. It's not the same thing as someone that was giving 1 million or 500,000 naira. So that is why I said, he who much is given, much is expected. So before you go into that line of trying to delve into deep waters, you must know how to swim. Because swimming in the swimming pool or swimming in the banks of the river in your village is not the same as swimming in big ocean. Hmm? There are people that are deep divers and they have gone through rigorous training. They have done terrible, rigorous training so that no matter how deep they dive, they must know how to hold their breath and they will be able to come out alive. So whenever you're coming to the river to offer sacrifices, as a beginner, go with eatable items like fruit, like biscuits, soft drinks, and all that. And when you go there, whatever promise you made in the river, make sure you fulfill those promises. Please, I don't even enjoy people going and spraying money. I saw a video where people are spraying money in the river. It doesn't make sense because in the spirit realm, the only money that they recognize is cowries. They don't recognize our paper fiat. So if you're going there and throwing paper fiat, maybe who knows? Maybe the the boat drivers or boat um, peddlers may end up being the ones picking the money. But to me, it is not making sense. The only money that is very useful in the river is cowries. In this category that I mentioned, where you have these marine spirits, the ones that are mild and the ones that are hard, or the ones that are the hardliners. Now, in this category, you have the Obanji. Now, beside the river, there are spirits that are called Obanji Eluala. These Obanji Eluala are the ones that are like the guardian of the banks of the river. The Obanji Eluala. Then apart from that, you have the Obanji that is inside the river, inside the water. Those ones, the ones that are on the land, people that have been possessed by these spirits, when you see them, you realize that they have a gift. But sometimes because they refuse to offer sacrifices to their mates in the sea, they will keep having challenges of lack of getting the right partner for marriage. Sometimes you find out that even if they get married, their husbands, majority of them are female, their husbands die early. Some of them that are male, they hardly reach the age of 70 or 80, they will die. Because that Obanje means that people with special gift from the river. And if you see them, they're always handsome or beautiful. They are very glittery. And they're always in a hurry to get anything because Obanje normally is very fast in everything. Obanje is normally fast in everything. They are the ones that are very envious of people's success. They feel belittled when they see someone succeeding ahead of them. That's the Obanje for you. They are the type that when they see you that you're succeeding against all odds, they feel belittled. That's the Obanje Eluala. Then inside that same river, you find the witches. They have different types of witches. You have the white, you have the black, you have the red. And all of them are performing a certain function. To me, I call them guardians of water. So all of them have specific roles to play. Now, because of people in the land that they possessed them with their powers, you realize that those people that their mates are on the land are the ones that are very difficult to deal with. That's why you see every witch that is in every family is difficult to eliminate that witch. In fact, no matter whatever you're using, no matter whatever method you're using to deal with this witch, the witch is always getting more stronger and stronger, and the witch is watching and looking for loopholes in your life so that they can use there to penetrate. So if you're the type that you're living any kind of wayward life, like too much drinking, having multiple or random sexual partners, or you're the type that you will always engage yourself in sexual pleasure, those people that masturbate, you are the ones that are attracting these kind of witches into your life, because that thing that's supposed to create a protective barrier spiritually in your life has been opened. And once your spiritual barrier has been opened, then it gives room for them to be entering in the way they like, and they will mess you up. These people will cage you, will make sure they deal with you that you will regret why you're coming to this world. You feel like you're in a cage whenever they're around you, because they are possessed by that which is from the sea. So that is why I always tell people, if you live a very decent life, and you're offering sacrifices to your mates in the sea, you are creating a protective barrier around you, and it will be difficult for all these witches or manji and the rest to manipulate and get to you. They will try their possible best, but it will not work. They'll be wondering what kind of charm that you've acquired, not knowing that you are battle ready for each and every day. So please, in case you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed to my channel, kindly do so. And you can like. In case you have any question concerning what you've watched that you don't understand, chat me on WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is 09040113281. I will be able to help you deal with that situation you're into. So I think this is where I'll end this particular video till the next video I'm going to do. So let's keep our fingers crossed. I'm going to do the next video on the next topic. Till we see in the next video. Yagazia.